Change your habits, change your life. But there's one mistake that you don't want to make when changing habits, and yet most people will make this mistake repeatedly and wonder why they can't make any progress. I've run a weight loss clinic for 15 years where I help my clients lose weight by changing their habits, and I see this mistake being made all the time. Imagine it's New Year's Day and you've decided to create a new habit. You're going to start meditating every day. But 3 days later, you're not only not doing it, you've forgotten to do it. Why did this happen? It's because you failed to take into account one of the most important things about habits. To define a habit is a behavior that you repeat consistently without needing to think about it in a particular context. That's the important part. A habit isn't just a behavior you repeat all the time, it's a behavior you repeat all the time in the same environment. When people fail to make a new habit work, it's often because they did think about the behavior, for example, I need to meditate, but they haven't thought enough about the environment. So here's 3 things you can do with your environment to make sure that your habits stick. Step 1. Every habit has a trigger. A habit happens in a particular environment because it's triggered. So when creating a new habit, you have to think about what the trigger is going to be. Otherwise, you'll simply forget to do it because it's not a habit yet. Examples of triggers include a particular time of the day. For example, you set an alarm for a particular time of day to do stretches. Or it could be connecting the new habit to another habit. For instance, you'll go for a walk straight after your morning coffee, which you have every day. Step 2, make the environment helpful. The environment can be set up to help you do the habit. For example, if you're wanting to meditate every morning, then setting up a nice place in the house to meditate is a good idea. The more inviting and pleasant it is to sit there and meditate, the more likely you'll do the habit. Another example might be if you want to keep a food diary every day, which I thoroughly recommend. Then keeping somewhere where the food diary is accessible is crucial. This is why I generally recommend my clients to keep a food diary on their phone, because you always have it with you, as opposed to if it's on your computer that you may not always have access to. And step 3, to break a bad habit, you can use the environment to make it more difficult to do the habit. So for example, if you find yourself continually scrolling on your phone in bed and that ruins your sleep, keep your phone charging on a table away from your bed or even in another room. Another example, if you feel like you're addicted to chocolate, make chocolate an outside treat and don't keep the most irresistible forms of chocolate at home. For instance, you might be okay keeping dark chocolate at home, but leave milk chocolate for when you're out. Don't use willpower when you can use the environment to make it more difficult to do a bad habit. And one of the things that will help you to maintain positive habits is having a good morning routine. And for the perfect morning routine for weight loss, check out this video, and you'll see that step 4 is a quick and easy way to manage your eating without a meal plan. So I'll see you there.